Strategy Live. Today we are on part
22.
22
Mm-hmm.
of how to apply 100 million money models into the land investing business on the sell side. So for the past 21 sessions, we went over a bunch of things from the 100 million money models book.
Mm-hmm.
We looked at what a money model is. We looked at the
Five.
attraction
Mm-hmm.
offers. We looked at 4 upsells. We looked at
3
downsells, and we looked at
2
2 continuity
Yeah.
offers, and we're on the second continuity offer today.
And we have to
So
workshop it.
we're workshopping it today.
Yes.
Okay. So you want to give a quick summary of what the continuity bonus offer is?
We're on discount.
Continuity discount
Yeah.
offers. Okay. We're on continuity discount. Yeah. There's just so many, right?
It's basically right, like when you have some kind of subscription service and you give like a month free or just, 6 months discounted, something like that, right?
So can you explain what continuity offer is?
So continuity offer is reoccurring revenue offer. So essentially like a subscription or membership.
Owner financing, right? Because that's a downsell, payment plan downsell.
That's how we're thinking about it, yeah.
No, that's not, because that's what the author asked us to think about.
Yeah, because, owner financing, you're selling one product. So it's really just selling a product on a payment plan.
Which is a downsell because you want to sell it on cash.
Right.
And if they don't buy it on cash, then we downsell them into a payment plan.
Yeah.
And then after they have already bought it, then we try to sell them into a continuity plan.
Mm-hmm.
So, which encourages them to buy even more. That's the idea. Mm-hmm. Yes?
Yeah.
All right. So I put the notes from the last time into ChatGPT to see what ideas it comes up with. So it says continuity discounts work best after commitment, not before. We know that.
Yeah.
So best insertion points into your land business after down payment, after contract execution, during owner financing setup, inside buyer support concierge, inside investor education or deal review, insider seller support programs. So I guess for us, it will be like the orientation call. Right?
Yeah.
Like when we're setting, they signed the contract, they paid the down payment, and we're setting them up in the owner financing software. That's when we bring it naturally. That's what some customers do. Would you be interested in buying this membership?
Mm-hmm.
And we list out all the features, and then they say yes or no. If they say yes, good. If they say no, then we do downsells from there. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So the next point is this is perfect for land because contracts are enforceable and payments are predictable. So get your first 3 months of landowner support free when you commit to 12 months. That doesn't apply to us. Or is it talking about the membership?
Is it
giving the bonus?
I think it's still thinking of owner financing as the offer, like it did.
No, it's saying
buyer support. Okay.
So I think it might be like, if you pay for this membership in advance.
Right. So it's saying this is sort of his classic discount offer, right?
Prepay the membership.
Yeah, you prepay for 12 months and you get 3 months free. And then you have to figure out how exactly you want to implement that, whether the first 3 months are actually free or you spread the discount out over
or give
12.
The last 3 months as free.
Or last 3 months could be free, or you could spread it out. So give a small discount like on each of the 12 months, right? Then if you're doing then you also, that was another question in the notes, right? You also have to think about when you set it up like this, it could be read as a 15-month contract with 3 free months, or it could be read as a 12-month contract with 3 free months, right? So
right,
depending on which one.
So right now we structured it as if you pay cash, if you pay for the whole 12 months, you get a discounted rate. But should we structure it as, I think that's a good point. Should we structure it as
I think
extending, you get 3 months free, but really that's,
I think a good way to structure it might be you say you're getting, so you pay for 12 months and then you get 3 free extra months. So it's 15 months total. And then at the end of the 12 months, when they're about to renew, then you can call them and say, well, instead of just getting 3 free months, do you want to apply those as a discount to your next 12-month contract?
yeah, I
So
like
that's-
that. That's a good idea. Okay. Let
Oh,
me,
Harpreet's asking discount. Also, Harpreet's here. He needs
oh,
his air.
Harpreet is there.
But he's asking discounted rate for what?
Okay. Yeah, I'll explain. That's a good question. Okay. So let me write this down. So essentially saying, we're saying membership, you get, instead of a discounted cash price, right? We say you get 3 months free, yeah, but 3 additional months free,
Yeah.
yeah. So additional months free when you buy 12-month prepay. When you prepay 12-month membership. Yes, that's what you're saying. And at the end of the 12 month, upsell them next 12 months by offering to apply the 3-month payment towards it.
Yeah, the value of the 3 months
Payment towards,
as like a discount that would be
right,
applied
12
across
12-month price.
all the
Yeah, that's
monthly
good. I
payments.
like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. So discounted rate for what? Okay. So the continuity discount offer is essentially, so let me first explain where continuity comes into play. So whenever you get, so this is like a nested process. That's how I think of it. Upsells, downsells, and continuity. And whenever I get confused, it is a little bit complicated. It's not something that naturally everyone understands because these words they have very specific meaning. So whenever I get confused myself, I go back to the car rental example because that's like made for this, right? So we start with the attraction offer. So budget or national or all these companies, they'll be like, oh, rent a car for $9 a month, $9 a day, right? And you're like, oh, our trip to Canada is only 3 days, so that's like $27. That's perfect. It's cheap, right? So that's the attraction offer. Then you go there and then you get upsold into, oh, would you like premium insurance? Would you like to prepay for gas? Would you like to get a baby seat? Would you like ski racks? Would you like 4x4? Would you like a GPS? Would you like Easy Pass? All those things you get upsold on. And then it goes from $9 a month to $9 per day to like 59 per day, right? And all of a sudden you're paying like 5x more what you budgeted. So we looked at attraction offer. So first was the attraction offer. Second was the upsells, bunch of upsell offers, like multiple, not just one. And then if you say no to any of the upsell offers, that turns into a downsell. So for example, if you say, yeah, I don't want the premium insurance, then they'll downsell to, oh, okay, but you still need liability. You don't want to be, liable if you get into an accident, blah, blah, blah. So they whenever you say no to an upsell, it turns into a downsell offer. So they make a downsell offer. So we started with attraction. We got upsell offers. Some of the upsell offers we say no to, we got downsold into lower value offers, still generate revenue, right? And then you completed the purchase, you rented the car, you had a good experience, you returned the car, you came back home, you got a receipt in an email, and in that email or maybe it's a follow-up email. They say, oh, by the way, we have this awesome rental car membership, right? That you can be part of. So anytime you visit, you need a rental car, no need to spend 2 hours in the line. You just bypass that line and go straight to the car, and then just pick up the car right from there. So you save 2 hours on every trip. And it's only $9.99 per month. And on top of it, if you buy the 12-month membership, we'll give you 3 months for free. So that particular offer is a continuity offer, and more specifically, it's a discounted continuity discount offer, because you're discounting the membership for them for you, so they feel like it's like a one-time offer. So it like forces you or like nudges you into taking that offer. So that's what we're trying to do here. So our attraction offer is $1 down, 365-day exchange guarantee, prepayment cashback, prepayment. What was the prepayment protection? Oh, no prepayment penalty, cashbacks, this and that, right? So that's all of that is attraction offer. Then when they buy from us, then we upsell into, oh, would you like to buy extended default protection? Would you like to buy beneficiary support? Would you like to buy concierge support? Would you like to buy this? So those are the upsells. If they say no to them, then we downsell them. Then we're like, well, if you don't want that, would you like to buy this? Would you like to buy that? Right? And then on top of that, we also make a continuity offer, which will be like, would you like to become members of like Founders Land Group? And the person is like, what are the benefits of the membership? Well, you get as long as you're a paying member, you get lifetime 50% off doc fee on any of our properties, and we have like 50 plus properties on our website. You get premium support. You get my phone number. So if you're Harpreet, you get my phone number. If you have any questions, you call me directly. You no need to call my VAs. Call me directly because you're a member, right? And then you get extended default protection in case you lose your job. You get, we are not going to default you within 30 days or 60 days, whatever it says in the contract. We'll double that. We're going to make it 120 days. So your property stays protected as long as you're a paying member, right? All those benefits. So that's the continuity offer, right? So you now you understand the attraction offer, you understand upsells, you understand downsells, and you understand continuity. So within continuity, we're looking at continuity discount offers. So you'll say, all right, so you have this membership, you are interested in it, but I will make it even more juicy for you. I will give you 3 months off my membership if you pay for the whole membership, the 12-month membership in advance. Yes? And that's what we're looking at. So now we're looking at what's the best way to position that discounted continuity offer.
Remember, we're also offering a bonus.
So that's another version. So you could either offer a bonus for them to nudge them into buying, or you can offer them a discount, like 3-month free or 30% off or something to nudge them into buying, right? So the different strategies, and you essentially that's the whole point of the we were talking about whenever we end these sessions, we talk about benefits of the mentorship joining HWB, because then there's so many different variations, like we ourselves cannot implement all at once, right? We will be all right, we're gonna try the continuity bonus offer. Harpreet, why don't you try the continuity discount offer? And then the next one, Sonal, why don't you try this one? Let's compare notes within 60 days after we have enough data. That's the whole pitch of why be part of the mentorship, right? Offer within an offer, Erica. You like that?
I do.
Nested offers. It's like the movie, right? What's that? Inception? Dream within a dream? Within a dream? Within a dream? Yeah. So what is Harpreet saying? Nicely summarized, but can you elaborate downsell offers What real example time can we use? Downsell offers. Yeah, so downsell is essentially whenever they say no to your upsell, so just have a cheaper version of it. So for example, this is like a very basic example. So say your upsell offer is I'll give you 120-day extra default protection plan for $14.99 extra per month, right? So that's your upsell offer. And if they say, no, 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 $14 is too much every month, I don't want it. Then I say, well, that's totally fine because there's some people who prefer just 60 extra day for default, and that's only $7.99 per month. So that's your downsell offer. And then the person was like, oh, $7, yeah, it's not too much. All right, fine, just add it. Right? So that way you got an opportunity to make some money. You didn't make the extra $14.99 per month, but you ended up making extra $7 per month. Now that $7 might not look as high, but if you have like 20 upsell offers and you have 400 loans, right? You can do the math and see how that will snowball, very, very fast. And you're making like tens and hundreds of $1,000s extra just in upsells, downsells, and continuity. So it's very powerful. It's just that you have to experiment and see which offers work, which offers don't work, right? So that's the whole point. The offers that work, we can reuse them and we can apply them over and over again. And the offers that don't work, we can discard them and think of better offers. So that's the whole game. You continuously keep testing which offers work, which offers don't work, right? And that's the reason why we need data. That's like primary reason why we thought of the mastermind, because we just don't have enough enough time and like data that we can collect ourselves. We need more than one business to be able to collect all this data across the same vertical, right? So if there were like 20 people at the same time trying different offers, and then person one says, oh, this offer is working for me, and then everyone else can adopt a similar offer because it's not affecting you. You already have a customer, you're just extracting more money from the customer, so it doesn't impact your competitiveness. In fact, it makes everyone in the group more profitable. All right, Erica, anything else you wanted to add? Should we move on?
Yeah, I think we can move on.
All right, I think it's clear now, right? All right. I felt like if I explain any further, then we're just repeating. All right. So the next idea is, so you can get, as you said, you can get 3 months free. Either that can be right up front or at the end, or we can spread it, or we can add on at the end. That's what I like the most, because then you said we have another opportunity for our upsell after 12 months. All right. This feels generous. So when you give 3 months free, it feels generous, but you don't eat into delivery, you delay churn, and you extended LTV. LTV is lifetime value of the customer. Okay. Next, backend discount, earned free time. This one is excellent for higher quality buyers and lower churn. Make every payment on time for 12 months. We'll add 3 months at the end. Oh, that's what we just discussed. It's thinking it's a separate. Reinforces on-time payments, reward behavior you already want, upfront revenue sacrifice. Okay, next one. Spread over time discount. So you're saying if you commit to 12 months, we will give you $500 off, and that $500 will be spread over 12 months, right? Okay. And you don't like that one. You like the 3 extra months. It sounds more powerful, or is this something we just need to test?
Yeah, we can test it. I initially like the 3 extra months, but
Because at first they will feel like, oh, it's part of the 12 month, and then we say, well, it's 3 extra months, but it gets applied. You get additional 3 months because then it doesn't look, it feels better. Oh, I'm getting 3 extra months, right? I've seen it. People do it in leasing situations as well, especially I think in
Oh.
New York.
Yeah,
right?
you get the first month or two free, right? That's a common offer for at least like the high end.
Yeah, or they say,
Luxury.
oh, just the 13 month is free. I've seen those.
Yeah,
Have you seen those?
I've, mm, I've, I haven't personally, but yeah, I've heard that that's pretty common.
Do we ask Juniper?
Yeah.
Juniper, is it common to see like leasing companies giving like an additional month free?
Absolutely. It's pretty common for leasing companies to offer a month free as an incentive, especially in competitive markets. It helps attract tenants quickly and fills vacancies faster.
But is it usually that that extra month is in the front, or it's at the end of the term, or is it the last month of the 12-month lease?
It can vary. Some companies offer that extra month at the beginning, so you get a free month right away, while others might give it in the end of the lease term. It really depends on the property and the leasing strategy they're using.
Okay, so there's no like set people. I mean, it's a creative offer, right? It's a creative continuity offer. So you apply how you feel like applying.
Yeah, they do it because it's better than reducing the rent, right?
Right. And then they also, it also gives them, as you correctly pointed out, if they give you the last month free, it gives you an upsell opportunity, because you'll be like, well, we're giving you that extra month. How about we apply that month as a credit towards the next 12 months, right? Okay. And it gives you a competitive advantage over another offer. So if you have two buildings you're considering right next to each other, one building is saying, "Oh yeah, you can live 12 months. The rate is $1,500 per month," and the other one is saying, "Yeah, you can live here for 12 months. The rate is $1,200 per month. Plus you get a free 13 month." You're gonna take the other one, assuming everything else is the same, right? So it's like a competitive thing. Now, when you go to hyper competitive markets, right, where both buildings know these strategies, then it comes down to which offer is more attractive. So if you have building A versus building B, building A might say, oh, we have building B, we know what they're doing, and they're giving the extra month at the end. We'll give you extra month right in the beginning, right? And then this one becomes more attractive. And then building B says, oh, I see what building A is doing. So here's what we will do. We will give you first month for free. And on top of that, we'll give you extra 15 days late payment in case you're late on your payments, right? Like, so they just keep offering better and better terms without lowering the price, right? So that's the main thing. So you're still competing with your competitors, but you're not reducing your price. You're just mixing and matching the bonuses and the discounts without killing the market. Because what happens is if you start reducing your price, now you're competing on price and you're reducing your profitability. This way, you're not reducing your profitability, but it's in a healthy competitive state, right? So that's why you want to be in general. I think that's why you want to be be friends with your competition, as opposed to being like, oh, I never talk to my competition. Because if you are friends with them, like that's what we're trying to do in our mentorship. We you can compete without reducing the prices, and it actually helps, right? Because if you so say like Harpreet came up with an offer and said, oh, this is really working, right? So, and he shares with us, and then we can use the same offer, but with like with a different angle and see if it improves or reduces, right? So if it improves, right, if it improves the conversion rate, then we go back to the group and say, well, actually, we implemented this additional step where we also gave them an additional 14 days in the default protection and increase the conversion rate. Usually we see 1 in 4 people take the offer. Now we're seeing 2 in 4 people take the offer, right? And then we bring that back to the group and it's like, oh, that's a cool idea. I will also implement this. So the next person implements it, and then they add their own variation to it. So they say, well, so I'm giving them extra 14 days, but I'm also saying that you can pay if you paid via ACH transfer. I will knock off an extra 0.25% of your processing fees, right? So he comes back with it and say, oh, I'm getting even more because I'm giving this extra benefit of knocking off 0.5%. And then we implement it, and then we say, oh, we came up with this. And then it's like a positive cycle where everyone is contributing, and we're not reducing the prices. Notice in each example, we didn't say we're lowering the rent. The rent remains the same. So we're maintaining the market, but we are coming up with creative solutions to get an edge over our competition, right? And everyone is winning, right? Because people who are not in the mentorship still are operating on like old school methods, but we are continuously iterating on better and better upsell, downsells, and continuity offers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In fact, most people in the real estate world or in the land investing world don't even think in terms of upsells, downsells, and continuity, right? We didn't even know what they were until like few months back.
Mm-hmm.
So people, it's just an unknown for a lot of people, right? And it's a shame. I mean, it does require a lot of creativity, right? It's not like you just come up with it,
Yeah.
right? Lot of multiple brain power. Multiple people's brain power is used to come up with these, and ChatGPT. Okay. Spread over time discounts, we discussed this. So you can just spread over the payments instead of giving the 13-month free. You give them, say, oh, last month we'll just spread it over 12 months. So give them $50 off. Okay. Next is after first payments discount. Buyer pays down payment, makes 2 on-time payments, unlocks fee waiver, discounted monthly support, credit towards future services. We have something similar where we give them, oh, we have an incentive or pay off early and you get 5% off, 2.5% off, right? This and that. Once they watch live, they won't be an unknown. Well, you'd be surprised, Harpreet. No, people, yeah, it's not like you can watch the live. It's you out of everyone know how hard the actual execution is, right? Because you have to change the processes. There's a lot goes into it. Like especially if you have a successful business, you have a team. It's not like this and then you implement a new process, because you have to update the SOPs, like the documentation, the wikis. You have to train the team, right? And then you have to monitor whether the team is executing it properly. Then you need to test, right? And then you have to iterate. So it's a lot of work. So it's not like, I mean, so we have like 30 lives now. On those 30 lives, we have hundreds of ideas, hundreds, right? Erica, you would agree, right? Hundreds of ideas we came up with. And to execute those 100 ideas, it's extremely hard, because you have to stop what you're doing and execute a brand new idea, and it's really not feasible, So it's not like, oh yeah, you will know the theory and you're gonna start making billions next month, right? It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of iterations. It takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of motivation, right? Because I would like listen to these ideas, like I would watch podcasts and oh, that's a good idea, and then I'll forget about it. It's not like I'm executing it. You only execute, right, This is like the 3 A's, right? We talk about in our mentorship, right? What were the, so first A is accountability, second A is availability, and third A we said affordability, but I was like, we need to find a better A. But
It
unless
should be
you
something related to actually having the
action
information.
oriented,
Or no, like
action,
actually having the information.
no.
Because you too.
What about action takers?
Yeah.
Action taking.
Yeah.
Encourage action taking. Anyways, yeah, a work in progress. But the point I'm making is you also need accountability, right? Because to execute these strategy, it takes time, right? Out of all the other things, and you'll have to prioritize this execution, right? So, for example, if you still don't have marketing, your marketing is still crap, and you not even have good drone photos, you don't even have good listings, you're not even returning phone calls in time. This is like extra credit stuff. So if you don't even have the basics sorted out, knowing these advanced strategies is not going to do much, right? Because how are you going to upsell if you can't even, if you're not even responding to leads on time, and then you're not getting enough leads? Like, to upsell, you need already successful customers who have bought from you, right? A lot of people, a lot of investors, they do it as a side hustle. They already have, like, oh, they're doing crypto, they're doing rentals, and they have this land, and you go to their website, they have like 5 listings in all in Putnam County, or like 5 listings all in Costilla County, or like some, and then that's all they do, right? So they're not even doing this full time. So I mean, I can literally count on my hand the land investing companies who are using the model we're using, right? Just having a large owner financing portfolio, handful. So don't be worried about the competition, because the amount of work and motivation and execution time and brain power it takes, just too much. And so you need the 3 A's to be successful. That's so important. Just like in fitness, right? He talks about you cannot, everyone knows you need to go to the gym, but how many people actually go, right? And even if you go to the gym, everyone knows now not to eat processed sugar, not to eat Wendy's, McDonald's, right? People still eat it, right? There's a lot more to it than just knowing that you're not supposed to do it. You need accountability. You need nutrition, and you need to actually hit the gym, right? Those are the 3 things you need to be successful at having, looking good, healthy, and looking bigger, right? So same thing with this. You just don't need the knowledge. You also need accountability. You also need testing. You also need, discussing with your team, with your partners, with your members of the mentorship, right? Because you gotta be like able to run your ideas off of other people, right? All right, let's stay on track. So after first payments discount, I think we already have this, something similar, right? Within 6 months, right? So we're gonna leave that. Extend the term, don't eat it. Yeah, we discussed this already. Billing cycles, the quiet profit multiplier. Every 4 weeks we looked at it. GeekPay doesn't support it, right? Okay, next, processing fees. We already charged processing fees. I think I added it already.
Yeah, I think
look
you
into
added a note. We add it for credit cards right now. I don't think we're adding it for other payment methods.
Yeah. We could. Right? 2%. I mean, we charge servicing fees. I don't know if it's worth it to just increase the servicing fee or just add a processing fee on top. We need to think about it.
We can test it.
We
I mean,
can
probably the best way is to get feedback from actual customers. See if the processing fee up front.
No. I'm talking about the monthly. When anytime they charge, just adding an extra 3 point something percent. Because right now we just charge a monthly servicing fees, right? Okay. You want me to? I already added it last time, right?
Well, that the servicing fee, at least on the owner financing side, isn't that the processing fee?
No, that's a loan servicing fee. I'm saying there's an opportunity to add processing fees in addition to that. Because it's based on the amount, right? So if someone swipes their card for $5,000, you're still charging the same fee to them for someone who's just making $99 payment per month, right? So it should be percentage of what the charge was.
Yeah,
Because
I
we
mean,
are getting charged. We're getting charged by the amount.
yeah. We'll just have to, because people are probably going to ask, why am I paying both the servicing fee and a processing?
Because the servicing fee is for loan servicing fees, and the processing fee is for using a credit card or ACH.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna add this, and then
Okay.
we can debate this.
I think there's already a thread for this.
Processing fees, in addition to the loan servicing fee, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's next? Gift card discounts. We already have that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lifetime discount at churn point. This doesn't apply to us.
Yeah.
Club both of them together. Well, you cannot, right? Because it depends on, like, if someone pays $5,000, you cannot have a static fee. Because if you have two loans, one person just making $99 per payments per month, the other person making $5,000 payments per month, the processing fee you get charged by your merchant account, merchant provider, they are charging you based on the dollar amount. They're not charging you a static fee. So there are two different fees. Okay. Cancellation policy. Cancellation fee. Oh, we discussed this, right? Cancellation fee.
We did.
And we can waive it if you
yeah.
meet for an exit interview.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. But the thing is, they could always say, yeah, I'm just gonna ghost you. Nothing we can do, right? Although, like, I'm surprised a lot of people are like, they have integrity. They come to us and they say, well, I cannot make these payments.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They are people with integrity, as opposed to others who like just ghost you, right? Which is like running away as opposed to confronting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm always surprised, like especially since you people look at your YouTube videos and stuff, and then it's not like you're like a shark or anything that you're gonna bite their head off. You're always like nice and respectful to everyone, right? So you would think you're much more approachable, right? Or maybe there's some like a shame component to it where they're like, oh, they feel embarrassed that they have to default. I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably, right? Okay. All right. Exit interviews is a retention engine, because then you can, there might be some misunderstandings, or you can roll them over. We have that already, right? We wrote it down.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we'll try to solve their problem. Waive the fee. Try to save the deal. Yeah. Okay. What else? The big insight for land. Continuity discounts in land are not about selling memberships, locking people in. They're about rewarding good behavior over time while protecting your downside. No, I think it's getting confused, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
It is about selling memberships. Okay. If I were you, I would start with this. All right, fine. Let's go over one by one. See if we missed anything and if we need to deep dive. Okay. What do we have? So continuity discount. Oh, next is the waived fee offer. Mm-hmm. That's my favorite.
Okay.
That's my favorite. That's the one I implemented in the HWB mentorship.
I saw.
I love that offer. That's next. Okay.
I suppose we could go over it today and then workshop it tomorrow.
Well, I'm game because I love it. Definitely my favorite. I read it and I was like, whoa, that's what I'm gonna use in HWB. It's so good, and it's like fair on both sides, right? No one can get mad at that offer. Okay. All right. Let's continuity discounts offer. I mean, we need to also finish these things because we have so much. We're like scratching the surface, and then the next one will be all about sales. Very deep dive on sales, right? Literally gonna make us semi-experts. Okay. So this is the offer about the trash collecting, right? So we start with that. You wanna stay on top of this? Examples of how powerful a simple offer done right can be. Yeah, we looked at it. One-time continuity discount. You have to apply the discount upfront, at the end, even spread. We looked at this, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the end, spread over time after the first or bi-weekly, bill weekly. We looked at this. Don't eat into the term with discount, extend them. We looked at this. Processing fees, Erica, we looked at this. Two forms of payments. I added that, right? Two forms of payments.
Yeah, I thought that was added. Maybe up.
Where
Go up.
go up.
There.
Oh yeah, okay. And then next is ACH. We know that. Gift cards, we know that. Lifetime discount at the churn point. I don't think it applies to us. Cancellations, we know that. Make sure customers know how to cancel. We know that. We added something around it or no?
Yeah, we have a note on that.
Like they can just call us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Summary. Okay. All right. So we can do the wave fee offer then. You wanna go through summary real quick to see if is there anything else we missed?
Okay, front loaded, convert more customers but may have higher churn. Back loading, convert fewer but they have lower churn. Use gift cards. Allow customers to earn a lifetime discount. Light cancellation terms get more people to sign up, but more people to leave. Author prefer customers cancel by paying the discount they got with their commitment.
Anything? We covered?
Make sure customers know how to cancel. Ask for an exit interview if they want to cancel. Incentivize them by saying you'll waive the cancellation fee if they do. You'll be able to save or upsell them from the conversation. At the very least, you'll learn what went wrong. Okay.
All right, we covered it. All right, so let's cover the waived fee offer. It's not that long. It's very short, and it's also my favorite. It's funny that that was my favorite, and that was at the very end of the book. Okay, so waived fee offer. What is it? So you can sign up month. By the way, I don't think it applies to. I think it'll apply in land selling.
Okay.
But it might apply in the membership. It might apply in the continuity offer. But it definitely applies to HWB. Okay. So you can sign up month to month with a setup fee, or I'll waive it if you commit to a year. Right? So author friend uses an offer with two options. Month to month with a big setup fee. It covers the cost of getting you started. You can leave whenever you want. Or you can commit to an year and you'll waive the fee. So some people who are like, yeah, I don't see this doing for 12 months. I think I only need 3 months of training. So they say, all right, pay an initiation fee and then you can leave whenever you want. So if you think you'll only need 3 months of help, you can just leave after 3 months, right? But then people are like, well, it's definitely going to take me a year. So for them, you're like, all right, I'll waive the initiation fee, and you're just committing to a 12-month period. And but if you cancel within those 12 months, then you have to pay the initiation fee as a cancellation fee, right? It works on both sides. Some people will take the month to month, other people will take the year. I think that's why it's a win-win offer. Okay. Yeah, so if you quit early, you pay the fee we waived. It costs a lot to quit in the beginning, so that keeps them engaged. And once they're past the point, it costs us about the same to cancel, so they stick it out. So it forces them to be successful, right? So it's like in the person's favor. Okay, so what are the steps? First, you ask the customer to pay us startup fee, typically 3 to 5 times the monthly rate. Then you offer to discount the entire fee if you commit to a longer term. But if they cancel inside the term, they pay the fee. Customers can choose to pay a significant fee and keep the option to quit at any time, or they can commit to 12 months and get the fee waived. Many will commit to avoid the big fee. Customers will stay longer if leaving costs more than staying. Example. So commitment length 12 months, monthly rate $1,000 per month, fees $5,000 if they pay month to month. Option A, 5K plus 1K per month, cancel anytime. Option B, 12-month commitment, $0 to join, 1K per month, only pay 5K cancellation fee if they break the commitment early. Fees get them to start. People get value by committing immediately because they avoid the fee. People want to avoid fees, so more people sign up to continuity. Fees get them to stick, right? Because it's psychologically in their benefit, right? So psychologically, they're like, well, I don't want to pay the fee. That means I should take advantage of the program, right? So it's a win-win. That's why I love it so much. People will stick for the same reason they started. By sticking, they avoid the fees. If the cost to quit exceeds the cost to stay, they'll probably stay. Presenting the fee. Justify the fee by the cost of taking on a new customer for long-term programs. Cost us money to get you started. If you want more cash up front, have a smaller fee like 1.5 to 3x the monthly rate. Drop the fee after the customer fulfills the commitment. So it's saying like if someone wants to continue for another, say 5 months, don't charge them another initiation fee because they already were customers for 12 months.
That makes sense.
If someone stays for the entirety of their commitment, then wants to cancel, they have earned their free cancellation, say after 1 year. The longer the commitment, the better it works. It works especially well with services that take long time to work. Think SEO, weight loss, investing.
Yeah, I don't feel like this really applies to
I don't think it applies to the land. It applies to HWB perfectly, right?
I don't even think it applies to the membership. Like the other offers we came up with would be much stronger.
Like the give them 3 months off kind of thing?
Yeah. Because the membership, it's basically a bundle of benefits, right? It's not like it takes a long time for them to...
Right. To be successful. All right. Cancellation fees for a cause. Wait, I missed something. It works especially well with services. It keeps people committed when they get emotional. Yeah, that's the main problem, right? We saw. The whole point is, it's not like people cannot be successful. It's just that either they give up too soon or they, they're lazy. They just don't want to, they're not motivated enough, or they don't have enough pain, right? So that's like the most of the problems. Okay. Cancellation fees for a cause. If you want people extra motivated, you can donate their fees towards a cause they're against. It's like very bro-ish.
Yeah.
What cause do you absolutely hate? If you cancel early, I'll be donating your setup fee to them. This gives them 2 reasons to stay. Summary. At minimum, the commitment length should be a year. The larger the fee, the more buyers will opt in for the commitment. The smaller the fee, more people more upfront cash you'll get. If customer meets the commitment length, the fee officially goes away. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You want me to see if we can apply this on the land side? I doubt it, but we can still see. What do you think so far? Any ideas?
Yeah, I feel like the other two are a better fit.
From these. Okay.
Because with the commitment fee, like we're already trying to get them to pay large down payments. They're
Commitment fees?
No, I mean as in, but then if we pitch the membership and we're saying, but there is this commitment fee with them, I mean, a lot of people aren't going to have extra.
Buyer side application after down payment. Setup fee. Oh yeah, so essentially like on the membership if you want to pay. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Payment protection. Yeah, if you want to pay a setup fee. Deal review membership. That's a cool idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
But that's competing with the HWB
Yeah.
mentorship, right?
Yeah.
Either we do deal review or we do the mastermind,
Mm-hmm.
right? We've already invested in the mastermind, so we'll stick to that. Okay, next is seller support fast sale program. Why this is psychologically strong. I wonder like if even more powerful offer, like when we learn all these things, although yeah, that won't work. I was just thinking where we could be really good at marketing, but even then, if we give people leads somehow, like if we have like a service where we charge them whatever, $500, they submit their property, you can do a short, we can do marketing for them and then send them leads. But if they still don't know how to close,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's probably not worth our time, right?
Yeah, that seems like right now, that seems like a distraction.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But maybe in the future.
Yeah. That seems, yeah. I mean, essentially we'll be competing with land.
Mm-hmm.
And our competitive advantage would be just doing videos, right? You long and shorts. But that'll be distraction.
Yeah.
Unless it's like $1 million property. That's Landio's.
Yeah. I mean, our only competitive advantage, like you said, would be our YouTube channel. And I think it'd need to be much bigger than what it is now.
Yeah. Legally, won't you be acting like an agent? No, as long as we disclose it. Yeah, but once again, that's probably not a good use of our time, right? Because then we are essentially doing marketing, right? Which first we need to learn how to be really, really good anyways. And then it will also be competing with this business, right? So we need to focus. All right. How to present the fee? We can put it as like an onboarding cost. We already do the free onboarding cost. When the fee officially goes away, small fee versus big fee, donation to a cost, twist. No, it says on the education side it works better. All right, let's move on. Okay, so that was the waived fee offer. So let's do the conclusion and then we can close it out. And then we'll do the final one where it says make your money model. So it basically goes over a bunch of examples on how you can execute in your business.
Okay.
Right? So that'll be a fun one.
That'll be fun. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have, I think I have a bonus with the gift card strategy that I just copy pasted from another. But we'll go through it here as well. So I think we need maybe 2 or 3 sessions and then we can move on to the deep dive on sales training, how to sell fast, right? How to sell, get really good at selling, like after we have the lead.
Right.
Right? Okay. All right. Conclusion of continuity offers. The only thing better than getting someone to buy once is getting them to buy again. Continuity offers provide ongoing value that customers make ongoing payments for until they cancel. Right? So that's the thing. Like on HWB, we can provide ongoing value. But on the membership side, on our business side, land selling business, Are we providing enough value? I think if we bundle everything together, then yes, right? Many business use continuity offers to attract customers for less, but it crashes. It crashes 30-day profits. We need the short-term profits, right? This makes profitable advertising difficult. Author starts with profitable attraction offers, then makes upsell, downsells offer, and then offer continuity. So this is exactly what I explained earlier, how the car rental model works, right? So that's how it's so beautiful. Should we start a car rental company?
Stay focused. Come on.
Stay focused. I also wanted to start
Yeah, you want to start everything now.
brick and mortar.
Yeah.
Should we start a private equity fund?
Let's wrap up continuity offers.
So much fun. It's like a video game, right? Okay, but you gotta stay focused.
Although one thing I guess I don't fully understand. So you're saying he starts with the continuity offer, then does
No, he
upsell.
starts-
I mean,
but
not
no, attraction
attraction. Then he does upsell, then continuity.
No downsells.
Well, upsell if they don't take that, then downsell,
Then continuity, yeah.
But in the gym space, what does that look like? Because I would think you start
Attraction
with like
offer
the
is 6 week.
That's the 6 week.
Right, and then when you have the onboarding calls, you do the upsells, and if they say no, you do downsells like supplements.
But what's the upsell?
Supplements. And nutrition and rolling them over to a larger plan.
Well, isn't that the continuity? This is the membership?
Yeah, so it's if you roll them over to continuity, you still meet with them and then do more upsells.
I know, but he's saying he does continuity last. I would have thought that you start with continuity and while you're...
No, that happens. So you start with the attraction. You cannot start with continuity.
No, I know. Okay, so after attraction,
Yeah.
I would think the next thing you'd want is to get them into the gym membership.
Well, before the gym membership, you there are multiple opportunities, right? Because you need, or do you need one-on-one support? Do you need supplements? Do you need this and that, right? So, and then once they've already bought in, then I mean, continuity can be part of the upsell as well, right? Anyways, and now you want to start a gym? So we want to start a brick and mortar mall business. We want to start a gym business.
I want to make this business.
We want to start a private equity firm. And we want to start a car rental company. That's how every entrepreneur thinks, by the way.
Yeah. No, we need to make this business great first. Then maybe we can consider.
No, but I'm just
other-
giving you an example. That's what everyone thinks.
Yeah.
Every entrepreneur. They're like, oh, I want to do crypto. I want to do rental. I want to do Airbnb. I want to do this. And literally, like, if you listen to any entrepreneur, like pick a random podcast, listen to an entrepreneur, and you will hear all these ideas.
Yeah. I don't.
And
I guess
that's the
I
hardest part.
I guess I don't quite understand that because if you haven't mastered this business yet, what makes you think that you could just pick up another
That's
one?
because you already know. You have an advanced knowledge around this idea that focus is extremely important. But if you don't know that truth yet, then you would think because because you have to see what the general business guru principle is. Everyone is like boasting, oh, I have 7 streams of income. I have 5 streams of income. Haven't you heard, like, before we started, we got access to these books? Because if you start Googling business books, a lot of the business books will talk about passive income, right? How to have 5 streams of income, how to have 6 streams of income. Well, what does that mean? That in most of the people think 5 streams of income is what I need. That means I need 5 different businesses. And that's quote unquote diversification. That's the biggest misconception because diversification is a concept that's valid in your, if you have a financial portfolio. That's where it's valid. It doesn't apply well in the entrepreneurship world, right? Because it's a very common concept that you don't want to put, if you have $1 million worth of portfolio, you don't want to put $1 million in crypto. You don't want to put $1 million in Amazon stock or Tesla stock, right? You want to diversify. That's good advice when it comes to investment portfolio, but it's a terrible advice when it comes to business. But it gets intermingled a lot, right? That was the misconception. So people who are, and it's not like it's not going to work. That's the confusing part. It's not like if you started 3 businesses, you cannot make passive income from 3 businesses. You absolutely can, and most people will make some business. But the point is, you're not gonna make as much if you focused everything on one business, because then if you have 3 businesses, right? So say you have a gym business, you have a mall brick and mortar store business, and then you have, say, a real estate business. So you can only spend 33% of your hours on each business, right? But then you're competing. So say that real estate land business that you're putting 33% of your time, you're competing with people like us who are putting 100% of their time in the land business. So how arrogant of you to think that your 33% of the time in the land business, you will be able to beat us that we're putting in 100% of our time in the same business, right? Because we're executing 3x more strategies. We're putting 3x more brain power, right? We're putting 3x more resources, time, energy, right? So it's unreasonable in like marketing, sales, acquisitions, negotiation, right? We're getting better 3x time faster than you are in the land business, right? And not only that, the other 2 businesses, the gym business and the mall brick and mortar business, it's the same thing. The person doing the gym business 100%, you're doing 33%. How arrogant of you to think that you're going to beat the gym guy by only putting in 33% of your time, right? So that's the biggest misconception, and people don't get it. People don't understand it. I mean, we didn't understand it, right? Until like say 6 months or so. Right? So that was the biggest epiphany that we had, right? Erica, we or I? We, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because this also applies to the concept of having a side hustle, right? You're splitting your time between your side hustle and your regular job. There's
Yeah,
only
I mean that's what I was actually talking to a guy who booked a call with me for Mastermind, and he was saying, I understand this, but what about the fact that I have a job and then I'll be doing this as a side hustle? And I said, yes, that makes it even harder. So you have to make sure that you're putting every ounce of extra time into this business, because the eventual goal is for you to replace your income so you can quit the job, right? So it behooves you to be even more vigilant with your time. Like, you probably have to take time away from your Netflix time and like your hanging out with friends, going partying and drinking time, right? Because if you don't, then it's going to be harder for you to replace your salary, right? So yeah, but you have to understand the fundamental concept. There are limited amount of hours in a day, and if you do not put in the focus on one business that you truly want to be great at, then you're going to lose to someone who's putting in more hours. That's the reason why. Remember, Erica showed you this clip, Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast, the most like one of the richest creators ever, right? So he has a warehouse where he does his shows, whatever, right, for his YouTube channel. He literally lives in the warehouse. Aga, you want to show this? Or he literally lives in the warehouse. So if you go to youtube.com, oh yeah, Mr. Beast lives in warehouse. 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 WAR. Just type warehouse.
No, there.
Yeah, this one. You can turn off the music, turn off the sound. This is Mr. Beast's house. This is where he lives. Look, this is his warehouse. This is his office. Right? And look, he has a curtain. That's his bed. That's his desk. That's his couch. That's his bathroom. This is where he lives. He's worth like what, 50 billion, 100 billion?
Is he worth that much? I don't.
Yeah, I think so. Right? Like, this is crazy. Right? We can turn it off. Otherwise, it get banned for showing other videos, right? This is nuts, right? So this is how focused he is, because he is like, well, I'm not going to spend 15 minutes getting in my car and doing the commute, right? I'd rather just create a small room in my warehouse so I can just literally take a shower and walk to my set to save time. So that's how are you gonna beat Mr. Beast on his genre? You can't, right? He's literally putting every ounce of his attention into that, his niche. So it's the same concept. All right, I think we have gone past. Did we finish, or there was some more left? Yeah. Author starts with profitable attraction offers, then downsell, upsell, and then upsell, downsell, then offer continuity. If they accept, then author upsells bulk payments. Then they automatically enter continuity after they're used. Oh, that's another thing. Your answer.
Oh, okay. So he's talking about upsells as.
I upsell the bulk payments.
Yeah. Okay.
And then they all go into continuity. This way you make more.
So continuity in this case is the month to month.
Right. Yeah.
Payments.
After
Okay.
the upsell.
Okay.
Continuity offer works with both rewards or punishments. Offer prefers rewards. 2/3 continuity offers, he explained, use them. Wait, what? And 2/3 continuity offer use.
2/3.
Or 2/3 use rewards.
Yeah. Those are the first two. The discount and the bonus. And then.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But he said there are some situations where a more traditional contract makes sense. Then you use the punishment focused, which is the waive fee.
Okay. All right, fine. All right. You want to do the CTA? Let's do CTA. We have the outro track.
I don't know, do we?
Yeah. All right. So when are we meeting, Erica?
Oh, we're going to do tomorrow.
Tomorrow, 3 p.m. So we're going to go over how to make your money model, and we're going to discuss. This is like the final section of the book, and then we're gonna quickly cover the gift card strategy, which we briefly touched on before, I think, and then see if we can finish it tomorrow. If not, then we'll try to finish it Monday or Tuesday, and then we go into deep dive, ultimate sales training.
Okay.
That's gonna be very deep. Erica, you're gonna be blown away.
All right, I'm looking forward to it.
It's gonna be so deep that it's gonna be crazy to think about the things that we don't know. Or you didn't
Right.
know, because
Okay.
I know now. Because I just finished it.
All right.
All right. Anyone interested in the mentorship? Check out honestwealthbuilders.com, group of action takers, and we'll see you